Howdy, folks. Pull up an ear whilst I spin you a tale. This is a tale wrought with peril and danger, redemption and renewal. The tale of a man who sought to find himself in this great land of ours. The tale of a man determined to find the old West that he remembered from the silver screen of his youth. A man who wanted nothing more than to live the life of a lone wanderer, a drifter, a cowboy in an RV. When he was just a boy, he watched westerns with his dad. Those memories of his pa were the best he ever had. He longed for the life of the old West, out on his own and free. So he traded in his beat-up Pinto for a shiny new RV. He's John Waynnabe. John Waynnabe. He said this town just ain't the same no more, and the people here, they surely don't like me. So he's headed out west toward the sunset to find a place that he can still be free. The life of a cowboy on the road in his gas-guzzling steed. Traveling the land in search of souvenirs and helping folks in need. He's John Waynnabe. John Waynnabe. John Waynnabe. John Waynnabe. Wynabego Warrior, the tale of John Waynnabe. Our tale begins in a lonely valley, just outside of Paducah, Kentucky. You know, the western part of Kentucky. A lone youngster sits atop the ridge, trying to get a better phone signal. He needs to check his Twitter account. When off in the distance, he hears the deep rumbling of a diesel engine. Startled, the boy runs home to tell his father that someone is coming up the drive.
Paul, someone's coming up the drive!
Junior, go inside and fetch me my killing rifle. Go on, get, and be quick about it.
What's going on out there, Rex?
Get back inside, woman. A mysterious drifter approaches.
I got your killing rifle, Paul, and she's ready to take the life of anyone foolish enough to come on our rightful property and oppose you.
Now go back inside with your maw.
Screw that, Paul. I wish to bear witness to the wrath that is your killing rifle, and the majesty that is your righteous fury. Get him, Paul.
Well then, stand back and shut your mouth while I deal with this danged interloper.
Howdy, partner. Name's John, and I was wondering...
Get him, Paul. Give him some of that wrath I referred to a minute ago. Fury, too.
Just take it easy, Junior. I aim to hear the feller out.
As I said, my name's John, and I was wondering if you could point me in the direction of the nearest gas station. I'm just out traveling this great land of ours trying to find myself. And souvenirs. I started my journey just a couple days ago, just packed up and left. Going where the wind takes me. And it brought me here.
Hold on. What do y'all mean you're trying to find yourself? You're standing right here. Look, I found you, and we just met. It wasn't too hard. Ain't there any mirrors on that thing you're driving?
He ain't right, Paul. He's crazy. Kill him. Put that poor man out of our misery. Did I say that right? Either way, wrath and majesty. Yes, sir. I'm here to bear witness, Paul. Like I said before.
He's up there, Junior. He ain't done nothing to us.
Junior, what y'all out here hollering about? You're making this poor, handsome gentleman feel unwelcome. Why, hello, good sir. My name's Lizzie McCoy. This here's my husband, Axe McCoy, and our 11-year-old son, Hatchet McCoy. We just call him Junior, but no.
Well, well. If it ain't Carl Wellington and Dirty Steve Calloway. Y'all got a lot of nerve coming around here.
Howdy, McCoy. Miss McCoy. What y'all still doing here? Y'all supposed to be gone yesterday. Go on now. Get.
Let me give 'em what for, boss.
Shut up, Dirty Steve.
Oh, come on, boss. Y'all said they were supposed to be out of here yesterday. Time's up. It's time to pay the piper.
I said shut up, Dirty Steve.
We live here, you no-good bastard. This is our home, Carl, and we ain't going anywhere.
Who the hell are you, stranger?
I'm a friend of the McCoys. What's this all about?
Why don't you keep your nose out of others' business? McCoy, my brother finalized the contract to build that supercenter. This is your last warning. We need this land. Y'all have till tomorrow at dusk to be gone. If I'm being honest, I kinda hope you're still here when I come back tomorrow.
I know that's what I'm hoping for, boss.
Shut up, Dirty Steve. I'm doing the talking. Let's go.
Oh, thank you, John. I'm afraid of what might have happened if you hadn't been here. You know, I was just about to put supper on now. We got plenty. Why don't y'all just come on in and have a bite to eat?
Well, thank you kindly, ma'am. I reckon I could use a bite to eat.
Dang it! I ain't ever gonna see Paul's wrath and majesty. I don't know, Paul. I'm beginning to suspect you lack wrath and majesty. I ain't seen no fury either.
I'll get Ma to fetch me a switch, and I'll show you my fury.
Hey, don't pay them no never mind, John. Come on in.
Is them Kentucky oysters I smell, Ma? My favorite.
Later on, after some good eatings.
Boy, them were some good eatings, you all.
Why, thank you, John. Well, it's very kind of you to say so, as I bat my eyelashes suggestively.
This sure is a nice stretch of land you got yourselves here. Yes, sir. With this much land, why aren't you folks raising crops?
That no good low down.
Oh, shush now, Axe. Now, what he means to say, John, is, well, they're wanting to build that new Wellmart. That one's not trademarked, down the road. Well, we're kind of in the middle of a land dispute, see? See, we do raise crops, but those two rat bastards that were here earlier, well, they snuck onto our property in the middle of the night last month, and, well, they destroyed everything we were growing. We're in a bit of a pickle.
Oh, I like pickles, but I couldn't possibly eat another bite after those fine Kentucky oysters. Those were delicious. They weren't like any oysters I've ever had.
Oysters? Well, those weren't oysters, you handsome man. No, those were possum balls.
Is that what we ate?
Yes, it is. I've never seen somebody eat so many. Your mouth, well, it was stuffed full of possum.
So you were saying something about a land dispute?
Yeah. Oh, that no good low-down Sam, the deal Baron Wellington. He says that everyone deserves a high-quality product at everyday low prices. Well, how does that help folk if they're kept from their only source of income? You tell me that.
Somebody's got to do something, John. Can you help us? Please?
So, where's that gas station I was asking about earlier?
Oh, yes, now, well, you need to make a right out the drive here. You travel down south gently, about 3 miles, and you'll hit a fork in the road. Once you reach the fork, you're going to want to bear right. Don't go left now. Well, that's where all them Amish folk disappeared. Then just follow that right out to the county highway, then you'll see it. But you know, John, the deal baron's office, why, it's right on the way. Could you find it in your heart to make a stop and have a word with him for us? Eyelashes batting suggestively once again.
Well, now how could I let you good folks suffer like this without at least seeing if there's anything I can do?
You're such a brave and handsome man, as I toss my hair all flirty like. You're much braver than my husband.
He sure is, Ma. Mister, is you can unleash your majesty and righteous fury with the wrath that is your killing rifle?
No, son. I prefer the route of cool justice and the righteous grace of big words.
Dak, blast it! I ain't never gonna get to see no killing.
Go on, boy. Get back in the house. Let the poor man be.
Ah, shucks.
My wife and I sure would be much obliged if you could talk some sense into the deal, Baron. Especially my wife.
Especially me, as I lean forward in my rocking chair, accentuating my ample bosom in the fading light of a beautiful sunset.
Well, I reckon I better be on my way then. Are you all sure there's a gas station down that way, right?
Yeah, but the deal baron's office is before the gas station. Remember that. Careful about that deal baron now, John. He's a tricky one. He ain't all that's advertised. He's actually low quality in a brand name suit.
Goodbye, John. Hey, be careful now. Oh, my. A strange and isolated gust of wind has torn open my blouse. Are you looking in the rearview mirror, John? Can you see these? Come back safely, and all this is yours. It always has been, even though we just met.
Our intrepid adventurer made his way out of the lonely valley and found that there gas station. And just in the nick of time, he pulled in at half a tank even.
Just in the nick of time. Pulled in at half a tank even. Alrighty. A full tank. Off to talk to this deal baron fella. I'm a man of my word, and I intend to do right by those folks. Not enough folks do right by each other anymore. We live in a world full of scoundrels and villainy. Folks just don't look after each other like they used to. When I was a boy, being neighborly meant something. Looking after one another was a given. Sadly, the times upon which we live... Oh, hey, there's the deal baron's office. Huh. I didn't know they had tumbleweeds in Kentucky. Neat.
Sir, y'all can't park that monstrosity there.
Howdy, ma'am. My name's John. I'm here to see Mr. Wellmart.
It's Mr. Wellington.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm simple folk, not unlike yourself. So, is he around, or...?
Well, I never. I have a degree, you son of a... What do you got?
Oh, never say never. Anything's possible. I used to think like you. Mean, hateful, and ugly. Then I decided it was up to me to change things and find myself. So I packed up and hit the open trail, going where the wind takes me, going where...
All right, enough already. I do not care one bit about your whatever the heck you're babbling about. If y'all's determined and it will get you out of my hair, he's across the street at the coffee shop. Now, y'all gonna move that monstrosity or not?
Where is this place at, ma'am?
Right across the street.
Where across the street? I don't see a coffee shop anywhere.
That's because your monstrosity is in the way of your line of sight.
Yeah, she sure is a beauty, isn't she? I got me one heck of a deal on her. I traded in my
It's
Pinto
across the
and...
street. Directly across the street from this office. You can't miss it. Can't you see the way larger than necessary flashing neon sign?
Oh, that sign. Yeah, I saw that sign when I was pulling in. The coffee shop's called Under the Starbucks-aroo?
It's called Under the Stars, buckaroo. Y'all ain't never heard of Under the Stars Buckaroo Coffee Shop? It's only the biggest, most well-known nationwide chain of the finest cowboy-themed coffee shops in the country. They're all over the place.
Well, ma'am, then I only have one question for you. Are you sure that's where Mr. Wellington can be found? And do they have good coffee?
Do they have good coffee? I don't reckon they could become a nationwide chain if they were selling sludge. And yes, that is where you will find Mr. Wellington. And that was 2 answers to 2 questions, not 1.
Reckon I'll be on my way then. I could use a good cup of coffee.
Move that monstrosity before y'all go over there. Hey, I said y'all can't park there.
Is that the same tumbleweed? Seems kind of ominous.
John attempted to mosey on across the street, but really, he just ended up regular type walking, stumbled, and damn near fell on his face.
Damn near fell on my face.
Upon entering the fine cowboy-themed coffee shop, John's heart was filled with joy. You see, the coffee shop, being cowboy-themed and all, was done up real nice to resemble an old West saloon. John couldn't help but to think that, yes, sir, this was his kind of place.
Yes, sir. This is my kind of place. I should probably get in line.
Howdy. What can I get for you?
Coffee. Black.
Will that be the 5 or the 10 gallon?
5.
Well, that'll be $5. Here you go. Next.
Coffee. Black.
5 or 10 gallon?
10.
That'll be $10. Here you go. Next. Howdy. What can...
Coffee! Black!
5 or 10?
Better make it a 20.
That'll be $20. Here you go. Next. Howdy. What can I get for you?
Well, howdy to you, ma'am. Could I trouble you for a hazelnut mocha latte?
Are you sure that's what you want, sir?
Well, I'm just as sure as a cow picking daisies.
Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but will that be the 5 or the 10 gallon?
That's an awful lot of coffee. You see, ma'am, I'm in kind of a hurry, and I don't think I could drink 5 gallons of coffee. Do you have a kid size? Oh, and I'm kind of hungry. Do you have any gluten-free banana nut muffins?
What in tarnation is a hazelnut latte?
A hazelnut mocha latte. They're really good. Do you want a drink of mine, partner?
Oh, well. Look who it be. That mysterious and handsome feller we saw out at the McCoy's place. I thought you done left town, boy. But here you are, come strolling in here all breezy like a dandelion in the wind, smelling like lilacs on a warm summer day, with your fancy polo shirt and your uppity liberal arts degree trying to tell us decent fellers that we ain't good enough for the likes of y'all. We ain't equals.
Polo shirt? But I'm wearing my Howdy Partner t-shirt. Are you sure you don't want a drink? It's so delicious.
I'm a-gonna ruin that shirt.
Hey, you threw lukewarm coffee at me, and you ruined my shirt.
At least now you smell like a man. What are you gonna do about it?
Looks like troubles are brewing for our old friend John. Will John get his hazelnut mocha latte? Do they even have gluten-free muffins? Find out in the next exciting episode of Wynabego Warrior, the tale of John Waynnabe. Wynabego Warrior, the tale of John Waynnabe. Eagle Screech. It's an audio-oblivious production. Written and directed by Austin Beach and Scott Phillips. Produced by Austin Beach. Music by Todd Freeze. Sound effects by Austin Beach and freesound.org. Starring Scott Phillips as Hatchet McCoy, Mike Jansen as Axe McCoy, Carl Wellington, and Coffee Patron number 2, Sarah Golding as Lizzie McCoy, Drew Prophet as Dirty Steve Calloway and Coffee Patron number 1, Miranda Thomas as the Secretary, and the barista, and Austin Beach as John Waynnabe, coffee patron number 3, and me, your narrator. Thanks for listening.